A couple of other considerations that might be really helpful for you and your dog, and I know I've had success with my dogs in the past, is doing what I call opportunistic desensitization and counter conditioning. So we've seen how we can use YouTube videos and things like that to set up situations to help pair a positive association between treats, toys, play, and these sudden loud noises. If your neighborhood is anything like mine, the fireworks tend to start a little bit ahead of time. They're usually a little bit more sporadic, but I keep treats and toys available anywhere, anytime. So if I'm out in the backyard watering and somebody sets off a few firecrackers down the street, I can tell my dogs, "What was that?" And I go get a couple of really good treats and I have them rain down from the heavens, and the dogs start to learn that sudden loud noises might predict that really good things are going to happen, even if we're outside or doing something other than having the videos on TV and the volume up really loud on the movie and that kind of thing. So what I call that opportunistic desensitization can be a really good opportunity and help the overall plan to decrease your dog's stress. Another thing that I do is on the day of fireworks, we tend to take our dogs for longer than normal walks, and we take them on a couple. So whereas my dogs normally get about one 20-minute walk a day, sometimes more than that, what we tend to do on the day that we know there's going to be fireworks is a really long walk, maybe even a hike in the morning, and then they go out for a hike in the afternoon, or a good long walk in the afternoon, shortly before sundown, but not right before fireworks, but so that they're good and tired. You may have heard the saying, a tired dog is a good dog, and that's not necessarily always true. We don't want dogs to be just totally exhausted, because that kind of diminishes their capacity to cope with things as well. But it does help them to respond a little bit less, as the hypervigilance, the pacing, the increased level of arousal is part of the anxious behavior that they'll display during phobias. So getting a little bit of the extra energy out can be helpful. I also tend to give my dogs only very small meals. They have a little bit of breakfast and a little bit of dinner just to convince them that something happened. In the case of Kismet, he's a pretty small dog, so he gets hardly any food for meals. We've made all these wonderful treats, and we want to have a lot of high value reinforcers for when fireworks are actually happening. So save all their mealtime food for when you really need it.